What is going on, everybody? I'm Dave, and I'm sweaty Dave. I'm sweaty Dave. I'm in a minute. We'll start off, and I'm gonna do the reveal on the truck and just a clip, and start the show off. I was looking at it as I was going through and editing, and look at my hat. My hat is soaked. I have been soaked. I have, this snowbird is not, in its climate here. It was about 106 degrees today. And yesterday I was in Phoenix and it was 150 degrees. It was, trust me on that. Well, maybe not 150. It was like 112 degrees driving around the highway up there. Oh my gosh. What is going on, everybody? I'm Dave, and why am I wearing pants? I don't even know. I don't even know. Oh my gosh. Let's say hi to everybody real quick, and then we'll do that reveal here real quick, because I know last week I couldn't show you the video. There just wasn't enough time. I rolled in here and had to basically get on and join you guys. And there was no time to throw a video clip together or anything. But Cowboy Biker Adventures right there from the Upper Peninsula of Michigan on Lake Michigan, now in the Eastern time zone, Don. So there you go. How you doing, Don? Bead Trapper is in the house. They're over in Eastern Oregon. You're over in my old territory. There you go, right there. Yeah, Eastern. Where in Eastern Oregon are you at there, Bead Trapper? So X Fired Up is in the house, and I saw Miss Pearl here earlier. How you doing there, Pearl? Hopefully you guys are someplace cooler. You guys are up in the Northwest. You are, and I am just a little bit jealous because did I mention it was hot? Did I mention it was hot? It's hot here. But this is still better than Phoenix. It's probably 10, 12 degrees below Phoenix, but when it's 150 there, it's only 140 here. So, oh my gosh. Miss Jennifer LaFord is in the house. Finally, I think summer has finally hit. There you go. Yeah, that's the only bad thing about Central Oregon is the mosquitoes. So, yeah, I totally get that. At a certain point, they die off, though. At a certain point, it's not as bad. But oh my gosh, I see a couple of 84 here now, and I can't remember where you're at there. X Fired Up. The high was 97. Only right there, only on the coast. Well, I don't know if it's chilly and foggy. That's the wrong kind of chili, Don. That's a good kind of chili. Although I'd probably pass on that for a nice cold salad. I'm just saying. Oh, how late will Dave be tonight? X Fired Up. You should be ashamed of yourself. I was pretty on time. So X Fired Up's got an appointment to get the tow bar set up on the Jeep. Yeah, that I can say that I got that all done and got here. I am at Thousand Trails, Verde Valley, and I see Dave changed the time. Did I change the time? Please don't tell me I changed the time. You know, the funny thing is that I go by my phone, and it's been fairly normal, but the last couple days it has been an hour off. And it thinks, because of the cell towers, I guess, it thinks that I'm over the time zone somewhere, wherever it's connecting, because the time has been wrong. So there is Mr. Gary and Miss Carol right there. RV Living Life. Glad to have you guys here. Gary, getting ready to do the reveal on the truck. I wasn't able to do it last week. From the videos that you guys have seen so far, you've just I got a sneak peek while I was at the paint shop, and I just happened to I thought, you know what, I want to go over and see it, and we showed that a couple weeks ago. Last week, it's all done, and I was getting up here, but I was not able to get the video done. So, hey, Dave, how are you? What is it? Right there. How are you going to handle pumping your own gas in Oregon? Oh my gosh. Have you seen the news? Guys, have you seen the news? I can't believe this. I leave the state for a few years and it just goes to hell. We were one of the last two states to hold out, and we required other people to pump our gas for us. And I want to tell you, this was really nice when you're out plowing snow and there was, 6-7 inches of snow. It's cold out and you can stay in your nice warm car and let somebody else pump it. And they have, I don't know if it was voted out or who did what, who made the change, but yeah, Oregon is going the way of everybody else in this country, and now we have to get out and pump our own gas. Well, actually, we are about to change that. Yeah, that's what we're talking about. It's happening. Doug D is in the house. Hello, Doug. How you doing? Oh my gosh. Okay, guys, without anything further, let's get this one started off. I didn't give you the reveal on the new truck last week, and I have been working on it, so it has changed since the video that you're going to see next. But let's go ahead and get this puppy started here. What is going on, guys? Wow, it is bright out here. Well, there you go. Had to get all of the door handles and the emblems back on, and really pleased with it. I will say, when I first got it and looking at this red and blue truck, I really wasn't sure what it could be. And yeah, I can say that I'm happy with it. And it matches the coach. So still need to do a little bit more, or at least I'd like to. Got the ramps back here. She's ready to load bikes up. I haven't actually loaded bikes into it. It does sit about an inch taller than the Dodge, so, but I don't think that's going to be any big issue. So there you go, one last look at it. Now I'm trying to work on getting rid of this one. If I can get rid of this one, I am out of here, because it is sweltering hot around here. I don't do this kind of heat. Oh, but there you go, one last look. I still would like to find some tires. The tires are not bad on this one, and they will do for now. But I'm just not a fan of the wheels and tires on it, so I'll keep my eyes open. But for the most part, she's ready. She is ready. All right, now it's time to start working on this one. We'll see you guys later. How do I gotta get rid of this one.
Somebody lead us to somewhere. We're stuck here and we're never gonna leave. Stuck in the middle of nowhere.
There it seems to be working okay. About 100 degrees already this morning. Well, maybe not quite. Looking at my thermometer, it says it's about 96 degrees. It still feels like 100. It's hot. All right, we need to get on down the road, going someplace a little bit cooler. And but first, I got to stop by O'Reilly and get a plug, check the lights. I need to get, excuse me, not a plug. I need to get an extension cord or something so that I can plug this thing in for lights. But we'll be okay for the mile down the road till we get one. Just another view of the park. If you're used to this park, you're not used to seeing it this empty. Yeah, everybody but me has left. All the smart ones have left. So, all right, guys. We're getting on down the road. Hang on. That's empty. That is empty. There you go. So I finally give you a little bit of a review or a reveal on the truck. And thank you guys. It has been a lot more work. You know, that thing was for sale and I kept going back and looking at it and I was like, what am I going to do with a fire truck? I literally, if I do this, it's a fire truck. I don't know what, and I really didn't have a plan, but I thought, you know, I am always up for a challenge. I didn't know it was going to be that big of a challenge. You know, when it originally I was thinking about this, I was thinking, it'd probably take me a couple weeks and we'll be good. Oh my gosh. Yeah, it was the challenge. Absolutely. I can tell you that I drove that down into Phoenix yesterday, got some new wheels and, well, not new to me wheels and tires. I don't buy new. I'm still cheap, guys. I'm gonna go and scour the Facebook ads and the Craigslist ads. I know I'm old school. I'm Craigslist. Does anybody do Craigslist anymore? But yeah, that was giving me a headache. And finally, I thought, you know what? I'm going down and just going to take a look. I had 3 in mind, and went down and found wheels and tires for it. And I did not get. I didn't figure that was really necessary, but wheels and tires and running boards on the side, and she's good to go. She is good to go. And you know what? It was 112 degrees running around Phoenix yesterday. I don't do 112 degrees. But thankfully, the truck did just fine. The AC did just fine. And the only time that you knew it was 112 degrees outside, you know what it feels like when you open up the oven and you look in to see how the biscuits are doing? That's what it felt like whenever you opened up the door or you rolled down the window. The video and sound looks good tonight. Good. I'm glad. Thank you, Don. Just a heads up, I am running on very little signal tonight. In fact, probably half of what I normally would like to have. And it's not that much, believe it or not, to do these lives. I'm just looking for about 1.5 megabits per second upload. And I did a speed test just before I went live, and we were down to 1.8. And I thought, I don't know if I'm going to be able to pull this off. Not 1.8, it was 0.8, 0.86. Now I look at it. And so glad that it's getting out there. If we die, I apologize. Hopefully we're going to be able to pull this off and see. But yeah, dry heat like an oven. It was. I have to agree. Yes, I just don't do this. Now, thankfully, I am at Verde Valley, and that is in the background right here. I'm at the top of the hill, and there's an office up here, and right behind is a patio, and it has a nice view off the patio. And it seems to be about the best place to be able to pull something off for a live. So, DAW 764 lived in Yuma in the 90s. 1 week, the daytime temp was in. Oh my God! See, that's like 200 degrees right there. That's 120 degrees. I can't even fathom that. I can't. Man, oh man. 112. You roll down the window and it's like opening up the oven door and looking in and peeking in. Yeah, it is. It is. They could talk about it is a dry heat, is a whatever. But Verde Valley here, I kind of hide down at the bottom of the hill, at the very bottom, and I have zero cell signal for data or anything else. And guys, I don't know if you've ever been to 1,000 Trails and they offer that Java. I don't know who is running that Java internet service that they've got there, and it's actually not very expensive. Don't just don't. It is awful. It is awful, and it's not gonna. It. Okay, there we go. Yeah, Dave's lost in space. I think we're back. Again, I was just explaining that the internet is really weak here, guys, and it didn't take that long before I lost it. So, oh my gosh, we're gonna watch it here and see how we do. Let me run a speed test real quick. And that is the way the internet has been going. Yeah, download is really low. 0.7 point. This is on AT&T. T-Mobile hasn't been any better. I'm wondering if T-Mobile and AT&T actually share the tower. I got 0.96 down. And boy, I am not even getting anything for up. So I don't even know if you guys can see me or not. Doug D says I'm back. Well, not according to my speed test. I can't even get an upload speed. So am I back? Oh, gee, I was just thinking about a new TT membership. I X fired up. I'm going to give a big thumbs up on the TT membership, but you might want to you might want to check into the what is the Elon Musk? Elon Musk has got a deal. What is that? The Starlink. Yeah, do the Starlink. Don can tell you about that. Yeah, because the internet, not all the parks have great internet service, and this is one of them. X Fires Up says you're back. get your own hotspot. Well, I have my own hotspot, but yeah, that is still not a guarantee at a lot of the parks. So if you need internet, if you have to have internet, I would say the best deal going is that Starlink. We use that with Dawn. We use Dawn's, and we were actually able to pull off a live right there in front of Area 51. First time that a live has ever been pulled off from the front of Area 51. And, I that's all I can say about that. It wasn't blocked. We had, for the first time ever in years of going there, we had internet. So thanks to Dawn. Yes, you seem to be back and going strong. Hello, Bob. How you doing? Yeah, let's hope. Let's hope. It's X Fired Up says get plus 100 gig hotspot on the phone as well. I can tell you that I don't quite have that much, but the AT&T is unlimited. But where cell signal has the problems, and I have a booster, even although the booster is not up here, it's down there. But even with the booster, I can barely get text messages. It wouldn't matter how much, how many gigs I had on my hotspot or my phone. There's just no signal. So hotspot, yeah, hotspot with Starlink. So I think Bob is doing the Starlink as well. So we're going to see how we do it. If we drop off again, we'll probably call it a night, guys. But hopefully we'll go ahead and stay in here. So I didn't know what the live was going to be tonight, just because it is all I could be. I'm doing projects. Lately, it feels like just having everything fixed and ready to go. I'm working on projects, and it doesn't seem never ending. It just is, or it seems never ending. And yeah, boy, how is Starlink coverage and cost? I think they're about 150. Correct me if I'm wrong, guys. They're about $150 a month. Yeah, that's yeah, Don. Now I don't know if you use that on your hotspot or not. You use 1,500 gigabytes. I use about 500 gigabytes, and you definitely want to have an unlimited hotspot. But the coverage, going back there, the coverage has been fantastic. And Don could answer more than I could, or Bob. We have Starlink, but we won't turn it back on until August. Yeah, and that is the other nice thing about that. I believe if I'm not right or I'm not correct, let me know, guys. But I believe that you can turn that off and on as you wish. So there it is. RV Starlink is $150 a month, and the coverage, Don could tell you, he's been traveling. He's over in Michigan right now, and has there been any place where you have not been able to connect, other than the biggest factor is blockage from the satellites, whether it be trees, buildings, what have you. So still slow at times. I don't know if you're talking about me or the Starlink. T-Mobile is faster, but will not work out in the middle of nowhere. Yeah. Yeah. You can have your hotspot. You can have all the gigs in the world, but if you have no signal, which there are many places, the easiest one for me to remember is out there by Area 51, and there is no signal. As I understand it, Verizon has a little bit of signal. You have to be closer to Rachel, and you can get a signal out there, but that is just going to be the nature of cellular signal in general. There are going to be times when you just don't have signal, and the Starlink, I would give that a thumbs up. I don't have it because I guess I'm too cheap, but it is kind of spendy to me anyway, about $150 a month, but you can't beat that coverage, and I can't thank Don enough for getting to use that and travel with him when we were coming down from the Pacific Northwest last fall, and it was awesome. It was awesome. Yeah, they do right there. Yeah, they awesome that at Area 51 they do turn off the cellular at times in Rachel. That is a true story. Now, what I don't know is why or how, but talking to some of the locals there in Rachel, they say, per them, that the base, the Area 51 and the base, they control all the internet going in and out on their lines. And when they close it down, that typically means that it's going to be a training day or there's going to be test flights or something. And true to form, every time that it has happened, it has been an eventful night to watch over Rachel. So I'm a little bit sad because I didn't get to do it this year heading back up to the Northwest. Guys, I don't know if I'm going to make it up to the Northwest. And in turn, I'm not going to make it to Rachel this year. In any event, I was originally planning to go through Utah. And I am hoping to hit into Utah as of possibly next week. I don't know. We'll just have to see how that works. So, that is why the camo guys did not like the lives. Yeah. Can we talk a little bit about that? Don can share that with me now. I've mentioned it to Don, and Don didn't seem to have much, wasn't all that worried about it. We set up for that live, and we were only maybe 100 yards, 150 yards away from the camo dudes looking right at us. And they had their binoculars going and everything else. Now, technically, it is BLM land. And we were not over on the other side of the fence. And I was nervous. That's probably the most nervous live that I've ever done. And at one point, just before the live began, they actually came over and drove within probably 10 feet of us. And I'm just going to put it out there. That scared the hell out of me. Because I had never had them get so close, and and Don, I don't know what Don was thinking, but yeah, I was worried. I was worried that they were going to come over and confiscate the Starlink, our GoPros, our laptop. I really didn't know what to expect. So they drove fast by us to scare us. Yeah, they're not fast enough. And I have never, in all the years of going up there, I've never been that close to the camo dudes. So that was as close as you can get without them stopping, getting out of the truck and interacting with you. And I thought that's what's coming. And I was this close to turning the live on early just as it was happening. And I thought, okay, then we're going to film it. If they're going to approach us and talk to us, we're just going to put it live out there. My heart was racing 100 miles an hour. Oh my gosh. That was fun stuff, though. That was fun stuff. Yeah, it was a close encounter, with the camo dudes. So, uh, yeah, there are beautiful places in Utah I want to see and really want to see. I was supposed to already be done and out of there, and I was supposed to be up in Yellowstone, come or at least Wyoming at this point. And I think I'm going to dip my toe a little bit into Utah, but I'm toying with the idea, since I know that I can't make the full loop and go up through Montana, Washington, and back down um, to Oregon. I'm toying with the idea of making a U-turn from Utah and heading over to Albuquerque for the balloon fiesta. That will be the first week in October. And I'll just tell you, that sounds mighty inviting right now, because I've been wondering when and how I could make it back there, and it just seems like, well, maybe that is just what's meant to be. So I'm stay tuned, because that plan is not absolute yet. I don't know which way we're going here. WCRB Adventures in the house. Glad to have you here. Capitol Beach, Washington. Went to the where? Went to the Quinault Rainforest. They had no signal all the way back to the campground. We were just talking about that, actually, and I think you guys have the Starlink, but it's not as easy to bring it with you unless you have the coach with you. So love the idea. Yeah, thanks. I'm kicking it around. It is really an amazing place, and for 1 week, it is a bucket list item. And yeah, did the balloon festival. There you go. Yeah, Don says. Let me go back to that. Don says, got to do Capitol Reef. It still may be cooler there, and it's free. Okay. All right. Yeah, I think you mentioned that before. So, God, there's a lot of beautiful places up in Utah. I really I'm a little disappointed, maybe a lot disappointed, not being able to potentially get up there. But maybe, I don't know. That's the fear, is if I go up there now, it's going to be hot. But I am thinking Flagstaff right now will be the next stop, and I can hold up there. Flagstaff is typically a lot cooler, higher elevation, and it is a lot like home, guys. Flagstaff is very much like Central Oregon, and I love the forest around there, and I really enjoyed the boondocking in that area. So toying around with Flagstaff and staying there on the next stop from here. So, and Capitol Reef, you can boondock. Okay, there you go. There you go. Yeah, I may hit you up, Don, and see if I can get a little more information on that. So, Bob and Pearl, be sure to. I must have missed that. I don't know. I don't know what the back row is. What is the back row? Bob and Pearl. Be sure to request the back row. I missed some of the conversation. I don't know. I don't know. So after I got done here Sunday with the live, Monday started really kind of there are a lot of little things, and that's what I was leading up to before. Is this past week has really been about um, making sure all the equipment works, making sure, and having the truck only kind of adds into that. Just making sure that the lights work, make sure that the everything is installed, including the brake buddy, and when you're setting up a tow vehicle, it's no little task. It's no little task. And I'll tell you what, if I wasn't so cheap, it might be worth the big bucks that it costs just to drop it off at a shop and let me know when I can pick it up. But I also I do enjoy working on my own rigs, and although not generally this hot. So at Capitalist Beach. Oh, back row. Capitalist Beach RB. All right. So the Indian Pueblo Cultural Center, 45. Okay. Not bad. Oh. And Don says, I can boondock right outside the park. You can do that at Joshua Tree. You can do that at a number of the parks. Grand Canyon, you can do that. And there's some great boondocking locations going into the Grand Canyon. That's the other place that it puts me within driving reach of, if I go up to Flagstaff, I potentially could go over and see Grand Canyon. There's actually a lot of stuff to see from using Flagstaff as a jump off point to go and see. Oh, and Gary, we saw that you were quiet. We figured you were working on something. Oh, there you go. No. Yeah, there you go, right there. Dropping the Jeep off and getting all the tow set up, new front bumper winch installed. Nice. Yeah, nice. I can say that there is some sanity to that. So but yeah, I was saying, setting up a tow rig, having a breakaway device, your brake buddy, your let alone the tow arms and plates, the tow plates, and yeah, it's no little feat. There is a lot going on there. There's a lot of moving parts to getting that all set up. So yeah, I have heard that, Don. And the south entrance is a long ways from the north, but it makes for a beautiful drive going through there. I can say that that's not bad boondocking right there, and you're right by the old General Patton Museum, and a lot of history in that area. Just going, if you like going around, walking around, and finding things. That was the biggest training base for World War II, going into World War II. And there is no shortage of things to walk around, literally just about anywhere around there, and find stuff related to the 40s, when the 30s and 40s, when they were training troops along there. So RV living life there. Happy Canada Day and July 4th. Everybody, that I was gonna say, yeah, it is. We are 2 days away, and I am going to try to catch the fireworks here in Sedona. I'm not exactly sure where everybody goes, so if you have a recommendation on where to go to see the fireworks in Verde Valley or Sedona, let me know, because I'm going to have to do a little bit of checking around and see where everybody goes for the fireworks. But I would think that Sedona would just be beautiful for fireworks. So I guess we'll see. If the north side of, yeah, oh yeah, yeah. Yeah, it is. In the interesting thing, even though it's Joshua Tree National Park, there's not many Joshua trees down on that south side. And but what were you doing anyway, Don? I mean, you needed someplace to go, right? Uh, yeah, you got out of Canada video, Canada for the 4th. There you go. There you go. Uh, Everybody sells fireworks, Don. Even if they're not legal, they still sell them. I don't understand how that works. The big burning ban, big fire, no fires in the area. They actually had road signs, or the big trailers that light up and give you instructions on the side of the highway. And they're already putting it out around here and saying no fireworks, no burning, no fires. And so hopefully we'll keep that quiet. There has not been any smoke here for the first summer in I can't even remember how long. There's no smoke here, and I'm actually liking that. 275 miles inside a Joshua Tree. I didn't even know that it was that big. Yeah. Oh, there you go right there. Demco stay and play break installed, so I don't have to mess with the box on the floor. Good job. Good job. I'm still old school because I got mine back when they were still putting leashes on dinosaurs and boxes on the floor in front of your brake pedal, but it still works. It still works. So finally uploading video, show's almost over. Dang. Well, that's okay, Gary. There's still time. We still have about 17 minutes here. So lots of smoke here. Yeah, I heard that you guys, and I was just gonna say, yeah, this is the first summer that I can remember that I haven't been in California or Washington or Oregon, and this is the first summer that I can remember without smoke and choking on smoke, and I'm kind of enjoying it. Although it looks a little hazy, that's just clouds in the background there, and there you go. There you go. It's give you a little bit of shot, just some high clouds. And I like these kind of clouds because it typically means that we're going to get a sunset. So we'll see how that goes. So it was 2 something. You know how it is when you get old. Are you calling me old, Don? Are you calling me old? Can't write the URL in chat properly. Oh, well, I'll tell you what. If you post it, Gary, I'll see if I can't grab the link. And there's one. Tom and Lori are here. Glad to have you guys here. The Fire Smoke CA. And I think you guys are choking down there a little bit. No, me. You're not getting old, Don, are you? No. Yeah, everybody else has been choking but me. So for the first time in I don't even know how long, I don't need to use that link. But if you happen to be anywhere else, I guess in the Northwest, California, yeah, you might. And Tom and Lori could probably tell you Reno and Nevada, probably. Yeah, that's the link that you want right there. We're always here lurking. Glad to have you guys here. Sure miss you guys. Oh, But yeah, yesterday made that run into Phoenix, managed to get some big old tractor tires underneath the rig. So I didn't need that big, but my brother who's in tires, and I don't see him here tonight, but he was saying, you need these. Okay. All right. He's been doing tires for 30 some years. He says I need them. All right. They look, here's my problem. I'm looking for rims. You know what they don't have anymore? I'm old school. All right. I like chrome. What's the matter with chrome? How come nobody does chrome anymore? You can't find it. Everybody wants black rims now. I had to give in. I had to give in. No, keeping us old people up in Eastern time. Well, it is only 10 o'clock. It is only 10 o'clock. Let's see. No smoke. Wow. No smoke in Washington. You're lucky. That's not bad. That is not bad. So, yes. And even according to my brother, who's only 1 year younger than me, but apparently he knows. Yeah, it ended up having to get black rims. And yeah, I don't know. Everyone gets chrome. Everyone gets chrome, and chrome will be, or everybody gets black and chrome will be back. You know what? I think you're right. I think you're right. Let me see if I can just give you probably, if I can pull it up here. Come on. No, don't do that. Just open up my photos. All right. See, I'm not into the black thing. See, you can't even see them. You can't even see them on there. And that was taken in the daylight. What is, I don't know. But I couldn't find any chrome ones. I couldn't. So you'll just have to be hip and happening. Have to be hip and happening with black and chrome wheels. It's not even chrome. There's not. They're just black. Going around matches a coach. Yes. Obviously you vote for them. I don't. Bear is much better. Yay. It's all the heat down there. I'm telling you. Actually, is it warmed up even? Hopefully it has. How about baby moons there? Right. There you go. I remember those days. Baby moons, Kragers, Yeah. Right there. Super shiny. The way they're supposed to be. There. If I could have found them, I would have. I think you can still get Krager as a Sevilla card enough. Oh my gosh. I don't know. All right, guys. I think we're going to wrap it up early. Excuse me. Wrap it up and get out of here. We're gonna sweat out this next week, and hopefully I will have. I don't know how it's gonna work next Sunday. I've got some things that I've got to do, but I am leaving here. So it's gonna be an odd one. I'm not sure where the live is gonna be. So no, wait. I know. Wait, you promised Gary. It's not that I promised Gary 17 more minutes. He is going to make sure that I am harassed for the day for 17 minutes for stop being late. And it's only 50, it's only 9 minutes, 9.5 minutes. So yeah. We have Yeah, there you go. We have black on the Dodge truck, and the grandkids think they're awesome. Yeah. Yeah. There is a good one. There. It is a Jack and Coke weekend. Have a happy 4th of July, everybody. We're going to give Gary, I'm only giving Gary the last word because if I don't, he's probably going to give me crap next week for like signing off a little bit early. So I'm sure Gary paid for the full hour. Yes, he did. All right, guys. We'll see you guys next week. Live life full time. Take care, everybody. Let's see if we can get off of here. All right.